Kitty, kitty, kitty. Poes. 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 Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Meow. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, Tom, hello.
Hello, Annie.
Didn't know you were here this afternoon.
Yes. I thought I'd look up that cat of yours. See that paw of his?
Ah, yes, fine.
I put a dressing on it, but it probably has come off by now.
Probably.
It's a lovely day today.
Yes.
You'll be going off soon, I take it?
Yes, yes.
Have a good time.
Thanks.
Don't get lost.
Oh, I can't get far in a day. Any sign of Reg and Sarah?
I haven't seen them.
Oh.
Nice of them to offer, wasn't it?
Sarah and Reg?
Yes.
Why shouldn't they? She's his mother too, after all. It's high time they did offer. They get off very lightly. So does Ruth, for that matter. They were all perfectly happy to leave me to cope for 9/10 of the year. The least they can do is spare me a couple of days. Not that I'll ever get Ruth to do anything, far too busy with her high finance. But Reg and Sarah are perfectly capable.
Quite.
What will you be doing
When?
this weekend?
Oh, just mooching about.
On your own?
Yes, probably.
That's what I'll be doing.
Oh, I'll think of you, wherever you are, mooching about. Well, I'm mooching about here.
Thanks. Well, silly, really.
What?
Well, both of us in different parts of the country, stuck on our own.
Oh, yes, it's a funny thing, life.
Yes. What's the time?
It's just gone 5:30.
Oh,
When are you leaving?
I'm catching the bus in the village that's providing Reg and Sarah arrive in
I
time.
can run you down in the car.
No.
You look like being...
No, it's all right.
Won't you have a case?
No, it's all right. I don't mind carrying suitcases. I quite enjoy it. The walk.
Oh. Any idea where that cat is?
Probably outside here somewhere. I must get on, prepare for my lone trip.
See you before you leave, then.
Yes.
Right. Better search out my patient.
Yes.
Poes. Poes. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Poes. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Poes. Poes. Kitty, 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 kitty. Poes. Kitty, 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 kitty. Poes.
Hello? Anyone about?
Annie!
Norman?
Annie!
You've come!
Yes!
What are you doing
I couldn't
here?
wait, I had to see you.
Oh, Norman, honestly, you are the limit!
Oh, my darling.
Norman?
Hmm?
What are you doing here? No, seriously, Norman. What's the point of our making all these arrangements, of trying to make absolutely sure no one was going to get upset, no one was going to get hurt, and then you turn up here?
I wanted to see you. I was frightened you changed your mind.
But I'm supposed to meet you. We're supposed to meet in the village, the back of the post office, 7 o'clock.
I got here early.
Oh, I don't want you here when Reg and Sarah arrive, and I've got to see them in. I've got to show them where everything is for Mother, all her bottles and her pills and God knows what. And which is their towel. I mean, there's messes. I can't just rush off. Anyway, Tom's here.
Tom.
He's only round the front of the house looking for the cats.
Tom.
And don't say it like that. I don't say, Ruth, ha!
I don't mind if you do. I say it.
Not to her face, you don't.
How do you know?
I bet you don't. I've seen you with her.
How do you know what I say to her face behind her back?
I bet you don't. You don't.
She'll have got my note by now.
Note?
Telling all.
All what?
It's all over between us. That ever since we stayed here last Christmas, something wonderful happened. You and I were the only ones that mattered. That everything else...
You didn't. You didn't say that.
That the love
If
between us...
you said that, I swear, I'll bring her up this minute.
Anywhere are you going?
To bring her up.
All right, all right. I didn't leave her a note. Promise.
Promise.
Promise. I love you. Goodbye.
What?
What?
I'm sorry,
What?
It's just you're so terribly quaint.
Well, if it's quaint to be romantic, I mean, if you'd prefer me to knock you down.
Try it.
If that's what you want. Where's the romance? Where's the romance gone? Destroyed by the cynics and the liberationists. Woe betide the man who dares to pay a woman a compliment today. He bends to kiss her hand. And wham! The old karate chop to the back of the neck, and she's away with his wallet. Forget the flowers, the chocolates, the soft word. Rather woo her with a self-defense manual in one hand and a family planning leaflet in the other.
Oh, Norman, you are stupid.
Yes. I really do love you.
Do you?
Yes. 7 o'clock then. Back to the post office.
7 o'clock. I must say, it's awfully exciting in a way, isn't it? Do you know, I haven't been away from this place for nearly 2 years. What with Mother and one another. I'm longing to see the sea again. I've forgotten what it looks like.
Ah, yeah.
Where did you say we were going? Hastings. Why did you choose Hastings?
Well, it looks sort of close on the map.
Well, I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm sure Hastings is super.
As a matter of fact, I wasn't able to get a vacancy after all. Not in Hastings.
Oh.
Yeah, it's summer, you see.
Yes, I've noticed.
Well, I'd forgotten.
So we're not going to Hastings?
I'm afraid not.
Where are we going?
Well, I managed after a bit of trouble to get us fixed up in East Grinstead. They had a cancellation.
Oh, East Grinstead. Super. Well, I haven't been there either.
It was the best I could do.
Lovely.
Well, not that we'll see much of it, huh?
Well, how do you mean?
Well...
Oh. I expect we'll want some fresh air at some stage, though, won't we? I mean, we won't all the time. I mean, if it's a hotel, they want to make the beds and change the soaps. And we'll get some time for a bit of snoop around. Just a bit.
Ah, yes.
It'd be a shame to go all the way to East Grinstead and then not see anything of it at all. What the hell? Let's do what we said and have a really dirty weekend. I mean, absolutely filthy, you know. If it's all makes Jill a dull girl. God, I've written this awfully badly.
Would you like to have a look at my pajamas now?
What?
A sort of sneak preview. Oh, God.
No,
God damn it.
I think I'd rather wait until we. Oh, was it the bell? Shh.
Bell?
My mother's bell. She's awake now. You must go. I'll see you at 7. And I'll have a bath before I leave. All right. Yes.
Boos. 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 Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Meow. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Boos. Oh, there you are. Oh, Norman. Didn't know you were here.
Tom,
Are you and Ruth down to lend a hand, are you?
how do you mean?
Well, with Annie going away, are you down to help out?
More or less.
Where's Ruth?
She's not here.
Oh, I thought you said she was.
No, I never said she was. You were the one that said she was.
Oh, good grief, what are those?
Shh! They look like wild pajamas. Don't disturb them. They're nesting.
Yours, are they?
Yes. I'd better put them away before they savage someone. God! Get in, you brutes! Get in! In! God! In! The tops are all right. It's the bottoms you've got to watch.
Seen Annie?
No. Yes. Why?
Well, what's your opinion?
What of?
Between you and me, man to man?
What?
I mean, it's very odd, isn't it?
What is?
Her holiday. I mean, there's nothing wrong in having a holiday, but why the mystery?
Mystery?
Practically sneaking off, won't say where she's going, what she's going to do.
Perhaps she doesn't want people to know.
She's not like that, Annie. She's a frank sort of a person. Very open, no secrets, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yes, I've known her for a very long time.
Well,
and
that doesn't give you ownership of her.
no, but it gives me interest, concern.
I should stick to coaxing cats out of trees.
Hastings. I think she set her sight on Hastings. She keeps bringing it up in passing, you know. Do you think it'll be warm this time of year in Hastings? That sort of thing. Sometimes she tries to confuse the scent, makes it Deal or Brighton. But Hastings is the commonest. I'm even betting money on Hastings. Boos! Boos! The point is, Norman, and I'd like your advice on this.
Look, could we cut this short? It's just I may have a divorce coming up next Tuesday, and I'd hate to miss it.
The point is, Norman, should I or shouldn't I offer to go to Hastings too? I've been turning it over in my mind. Should I or shouldn't I?
No.
Why is she going, I ask myself. Is she going as a gesture? As a covered invitation aimed at me?
No.
Is she saying, I'm going to Hastings, and if you care about me at all, you must come to Hastings too?
No, you've got the wrong end of the stick. If you want my opinion, that is subtle woman's language for stuff you. I'm off.
No, I don't see it like that. I think I have to have it out with her.
I wouldn't bother.
I'm giving up that cat for today. Are you coming in?
No, I'm going.
Oh, I thought you said you were staying.
No, I was just passing through on my way to East Grinstead.
Oh, really? Business?
International Associations of Assistant Librarian Annual Conference.
Charlie good.
Exciting! Don't jump! Think of your wife and kittens!
Well, I'd better pop in.
Oi!
Ah!
Oh no.
Hello! Hello! Who's this shifty-looking bear?
Well, hello there, Reg.
Oh, Tom! Tom! Surprised to see you! Oh, you're both looking good. Both looking good.
Yes, yes. Miss Sarah here.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think she went straight up to see to see Mother. Well, look at this for a day. What about this sunshine? Just the ticket. Oh, before I forget, I got another vet joke for you. Yeah, for you, Tom. All right. Question. What happens when a vet walks through a very deep puddle? Answer. He gets 4 times his filling tons! 4 times his filling tons! Heard that the other day? It tickled me.
Oh.
Well, what brings you here today, Norman? I didn't expect to see you. Is Ruth with you?
No.
Thank goodness for that. No offense, but thank goodness for that.
He's just passing through.
Just passing through.
Really?
Going to East Grinstead.
No. From here. You will be going from here.
Well, since this is where I am, it seems like a good place to start.
Turn left around here. Not right. Through the village. Then take the right fork, past the pub, brings you onto A272, saves you 10 miles.
I don't fancy that way.
Why not?
I haven't got a car.
Try and catch the bus.
Yes, I will do that.
Where are you going?
Oh, just in.
Oh, try and persuade that wife of mine to put the kettle on.
Yes.
How is she?
Who?
That wife of yours.
Oh, I don't know. She's all right. When I last looked at her. Now, what's going on? She off with Tom, our Annie, going off for a sly one with Tom.
Is she?
You know, I could see he was a bit on edge. He looked guilty. He must have been desperate.
What do you mean desperate?
Well, I mean knowing him. Not exactly one for taking the plunge, is he? He's been here for what? 3 years? I bet they haven't got further than a fumble on the sofa. You know, I'm glad for Annie. She's a bright girl. Not a great beauty, but her heart's on the right place. Easy temperament, good around the house. Well, what takes you to East Grinstead then?
Oh, business,
Business.
in a way.
Oh, yes?
Yes?
Oh, something lined up.
You might say
A
that.
bit of stuff.
Just a little bit.
Lucky chap. Hasn't got a friend, has she?
Oh, she's got a sister, but she's married.
Oh, I'm not fuzzy. You're on.
Reckon you'd get past Sarah?
Oh, no, I was only joking. I would never. I don't believe in that kind of stuff, personally. Mind you, I have been tempted. We have been married a few years. You can't help window shopping. I know. But it never worked for us, you know. Sarah would never dream of going off. Pity. If she did, I could. But we're not like you and Ruth.
What are we like?
Well, easier.
There's nothing very easy about Ruth.
No, I don't mean easy like that. I meant, well, let's face it. You've always had, what shall we say, a non-conventional relationship.
I know.
Well, get going. She will be looking for me. Have a good trip. Think of me.
I will.
What the hell she put in this one? Must have packed the bloody china cabinet. Oh, and another thing. We got children. That makes a difference. I can't go gallivanting off. Not with children. Responsibilities. Blast it!
Reg? Oh, hello, Norman.
Hi, Sarah. How's Sarah?
Very well, Norman. Surprised to hear you were here.
Yeah, I was just passing.
That's nice.
Thought I'd look in on the old home.
Naturally.
Well, I must be off.
Are you taking this in, Reg?
Oh, yes, yes.
I've just been talking to Annie.
Have you?
Yes, oh, Reg. Rather good news. She's decided she doesn't want to go away after all.
She doesn't.
No, isn't that nice?
Well, we needn't have bothered to come then.
I think it's just as well we did.
All this racing about and we didn't have to come at all.
It gets difficult for her coping entirely on her own. Bye-bye, Norman. I expect you want to hurry along to East Grinstead.
Damned, stupid, interfering, rotten bitch!
Are you dashing off immediately or can you stay for a bit?
I'm staying. You bet your sweet life I'm staying.
We're here.
Sarah.
Annie, dear. Oh.
Good journey.
Oh, yes, not too bad. Red drove far too fast as usual, but we've got here. Oh, it's lovely to come down. I've been looking forward for this weekend away from weeks. Weekend? It's barely a day. You have no idea that dreary little house of yours gets me down.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Try live there sometimes. Not a decent shop, not a cinema, not even a hairdresser. Just some awful place where I can go into because of the smell. I said to Reg, for goodness sake, you're an estate agent. You can pick off anywhere and I'm finishing up in a place like this. Oh, Annie, you're so lucky. just to see the tree once in a while and the birds. I really miss it. Now, how are you? Let's look. Oh, Annie, darling, your hair.
Yes, I know. I haven't brushed it today. I washed it, though, this morning.
What's the good of washing if you don't brush it? It's like a gorgeous bush.
Well, nobody sees it. The postman, the milkman, a couple of cows, and Mother.
And Tom?
Oh, yes, and Tom, yes.
You mustn't forget Tom. And how's Mother?
Oh, no better, no worse. She hasn't felt like getting up for weeks now.
You should make her. She needs to. Now, tell me, where are you going?
When?
For your weekend, where are you going?
Oh, well...
Come on, don't be so secretive.
Well, I was going to Hastings.
Lovely. Hastings is gorgeous. I was there at Red sometime before we got married. Oh, there's a heavy little pub somewhere.
No, I couldn't get into Hastings.
Couldn't get in.
No, well, it was all booked. I forgot it was summer.
Oh, yes. So, where are you going?
Well, I rather fancied East Grinstead.
East Grinstead?
Yes.
What an extraordinary idea. What made you choose there?
Well, it sounded interesting.
Yes, I suppose it is. Oh, nearly forgot. How is Tom?
Tom, he's fine, I think.
Hasn't he shown any more interested?
In what?
Well, in you. At Christmas, we thought he was beginning to take notice of you, pricking up his ears.
Like a mongrel with a pedigree bitch.
Yes, well, I was rather hoping, I know it's wicked of me, but I was rather hoping that you both were planning to go off together this weekend.
Oh, no.
You're not, are you?
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure.
You're looking very shifty.
I'm not. Honestly, stop it.
Stop what?
Stop looking at me like that.
Like what?
Like that. Stop it.
You're a dreadful liar.
I'm not.
Listen, if you are, there's no need to keep it a secret from me. I think if you and Tom were to get away from this house, away from Mother and everything, it's the best thing you could do. That's what you both need. Oh, very sensible.
Yes.
I only wish it were me, and not with Tom, of course. But I think that's what we all need now and then, isn't it? A nice, sturdy weekend somewhere. Oh, it's so exciting. And the best part is waking up in a strange room with some very exciting-looking men beside you. You've got a double room.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
What do you mean? You haven't got a double room?
No, well, it's just, well...
Oh, you're not pregnant.
Oh, no, no.
Thank God.
No, it's just... Oh, golly, I didn't mean to tell you.
Tell me what?
Well, it's awfully sorted. You sure you want to hear?
Of course I want to hear.
It will sure shock you.
My dear, I've been married for 8 years. I've had 2 children. I think I've seen everything there is to see. I defy you to shock me. I honestly defy you.
Well, last Christmas, when you were all here...
Yes?
You and Reg and Ruth and Norman, and then you and Reg left early.
Yeah, because Denise wanted to miss her dance classes.
And after that, Ruth got ill.
Yeah, or so she said.
Well, she was flat on her back with something for a week, and that left, well, me and Norman more or less to cope. And, well, Tom was in Scotland on a course.
Yes?
Oh, anyways.
I'm beginning not to like the sound of this one a little bit.
Anyways, well, it's getting dreadfully hot.
Go on, what?
Well, you know Norman.
Yes, I know Norman very well.
He's not a bit like Tom. I mean, he's the opposite of Tom. Norman doesn't bother with the secret signals at all. It was just wham, Sam, and there we were on the rock.
Rock?
Yes.
Which rock?
The brown nylon fur one in the lounge.
What is this? Why are you laughing?
What does it matter which rug?
I don't think it's funny.
No, me neither. It's just, gosh,
Annie.
it's so embarrassing.
Annie, pull yourself together.
Yes, I'm sorry.
What happened on the rug?
Oh, everything happened on the rug.
Does Ruth know?
No.
Or Tom?
Of course, no.
Oh, I blame Norman. That's obviously typical for rug. Annie, will you stop making that ridiculous noise? Was that it? Was that the only occasion?
Well, Ruth got better and they both went home.
Oh, it could have been worse. That poor woman. I don't have a lot of time for Ruth, as you know. You're well clear of that one, dear. You're well clear of that one.
So, you don't think I should go then?
What?
Or go?
Go where?
Oh, this weekend.
This weekend?
With Norman to East Grinstead.
You were planning to go with Norman to East Grinstead?
Well, yes, he couldn't get in anywhere else.
Oh, you're not serious.
Yes.
But how could you even think of it?
Well, he asked me.
Yeah, what has that to do with it?
Well, I needed a holiday.
But this wouldn't just be a holiday. I mean, you don't go on a holiday with your sister's husband.
Oh, it's only a weekend. I needed a holiday.
You could have gone on your own.
I didn't want to go on my own. I'm always on my own.
But did you realize where you're getting yourself into?
Oh, well, the way that Norman put it, it sounded simple. Just a weekend.
Norman will put it in a way who suits Norman. Did you even think of Ruth or Tom?
Oh, to hell with Tom. He could have asked me if he wanted, but he didn't. If I waited to be asked by Tom, I wouldn't even get an old folks outing.
What about Ruth?
Well, that's up to Norman. He wrote me, and then he phoned me and asked me, and I thought, well, yes, if I'm being really truthful. And knowing Norman, I didn't think it would even happen. So,
You were certain enough to get Rich and I down. We have had all the trouble of taking the children to their grandparents because we know if we will bring them here, they will disturb Mother. And Reg has had to cancel his golf.
I'm so sorry. I'm feeling sick all morning. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I'm sure we all are.
Well,
Where are you going?
I don't know.
I think as long as we all here, you quite obviously need a rest. Now I want you to come sit down here and leave everything to me.
It's fine. It's fine.
And let's get this quite clear to start with. You're not going anywhere this weekend. Not while I'm in this house.
But what about my weekend?
Oh, you can have your weekend here. Reg and I will cope. That's what we came down for. And you can rest. You can certainly forget the idea of going anywhere with Norman. What you need is rest.
I rather thought I would be.
Yeah. What you need is rest.
Ah,
Tom! Hello, how are you?
hello, Sarah. Keeping fit?
Tom,
Yeah.
I've just been saying I think Annie is overdoing it a little bit.
Really?
We all accept you to keep an eye on her when we are not here.
Do my best.
Yeah, she's rather your responsibility.
Yeah, can have that. Been trying to get that cat out of the tree. Your cat's gone up a tree, Annie.
Oh.
Yeah, anyway, Annie just decided she's not going anywhere this weekend. She's going to stay here and have a good rest.
Septic Paul, you know.
And Reg and I will stay here to look after her.
That's good news. Aren't you going then?
No.
Lovely. Now I'm going to pop up and see Mother. Then I'll come down organizing everything. Leave it all to Reg and me. Where is Reg? I asked him to bring the cases in ages ago.
I left him in the garden.
What he's doing in the garden?
Nothing much, just talking to Norman.
Norman? Norman is here?
Yes.
Norman is here under this roof?
No, he's in the garden. We were chatting away.
Tom, stay here with Annie. Stay here. Don't move. I'll be back.
Did you know Norman was here?
Yes, I saw him earlier.
Oh, were you expecting him?
No, not really, no.
Oh, well... Put your feet up.
What?
I should put your feet up.
No, not at the moment, no.
Mind if I have a water biscuit?
Tom?
Hmm?
What were you thinking when I said I was going away this weekend?
Well, I don't know. I suppose I thought that you were going away this weekend. Want one?
No.
No, they're a bit still. No, but it did occur to me that you might have liked someone to come along with you.
It did?
Yes, but then I thought, well, probably not.
Why? What on earth made you think I wanted to go off and sit in some dreary hotel room on my own?
Yes, it did seem rather odd, I must say.
How long have you known me?
Oh, years.
And in all those years, have I ever hinted I wanted to go off on my own?
Not as far as I know.
Well, then why should I suddenly decide to do it now?
I don't know, simmer down.
Why haven't you ever said any? Will you be all right on your own? Would you like some company, someone to talk to, someone to come along? Why haven't you ever said that? Just once.
Oh, come on.
Or was the whole prospect just too awful?
No.
Well then.
You should have said something. You should have asked me along. I would have come. You should have asked me.
Oh, yes. Yes, I should have to have it done.
Don't blame me.
I'm not blaming you. Not knickers.
Language. You're getting awfully head up. I should put your feet up.
I don't want to put my bloody feet up!
That's the lot. Well, where is she? Where is she? Where's my little sister?
I thought you were in a hurry to go somewhere, Norman.
Not at all.
Yes, I thought you said you had a librarian conference.
It's been cancelled
When?
about 10 seconds ago due to lack of interest.
Funny, those librarians. Do you know where Annie is?
She's in there.
Ah.
Wait.
Why?
She's busy. Tom's in there with her having a talk.
Well, she can talk to Tom anytime. I've come all the way to see her.
Wait.
What made her change her mind? About going? I mean, I thought the idea was we came down here, nursed mother for the weekend, and then we went off somewhere and had a good time. No point of us being here now, is there? Might as well not have come. Not that I mind. Nice to see the country. Beautiful evening. No kids.
Where did you pick that present for Mother?
What present?
The bed jacket, the blue bed jacket. It was wrapped in tissue. Where is it?
Never set eyes on it.
What's all this you've packed?
My game.
Why did you want to bring it down here?
I thought there might be someone around. We could try it out. I've invented it. I want to try it out. I mean, you won't play with me. The kids won't play with me. How do I know if it works if no one will play it? Norman can play!
I should think Norman's had enough of games. Haven't you, Norman?
Huh?
Anyway, Norman is going in a minute. Aren't you, Norman?
What's all this? What's going on between you two?
I'll tell you later.
Well, if you do, if you're planning on an affair, let me know and I'll book my holiday.
You're very pensive, Norman.
I'm wondering which is the quickest and cleanest way to finish myself off.
Well, don't get married. That's long and messy.
Would you mind taking these upstairs?
My pleasure.
And don't wake Mother if she's dozing.
No, I'll go and say hello to Annie first.
I told you,
She's my little sister. I haven't seen her in 3 months. I want to say hello.
she and Tom
Oh,
are...
the place with Tom.
It's no good sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. I'm appalled at you. I really am.
You jealous?
Don't be disgusting. Annie, of all people now, how could you? What on earth made you do it?
I haven't done anything.
Annie has told me everything.
Has she?
Yes,
And what could she possibly tell you?
about you two. Last Christmas, in this house with your wife, ill upstairs, rolling about with her sister on this very rug.
Oh, that was just festive fun.
And if that isn't enough, planning to sneak out with her on this sordid weekend.
There's nothing sordid about Easter instead. She wanted to come, and I wanted to go. Don't you see? It would have been something different for her. Exciting. And for me, I mean, she's stuck here all on her own, day after day, looking after that old saber-toothed bat upstairs.
Will you not refer to mother like that?
Come on. She's not your mother. She's not my mother. She's a mother-in-law. Fair game. I call her what I like. Anywho, we happen to love each other. Me and Annie, that is, not me and mother-in-law.
Don't be disgusting. You're married to Ruth.
What's that got to do with it?
And Annie, may I remind you, has her fiancé to consider.
Who?
Her, whatever she calls him, Tom.
Tom.
Yes. He may not be ideal in many ways, but beggars can't be choosers.
She's not a beggar.
Maybe not, but it would be stupid to make out she had a very wide choice as regards a possible husband. She's not...
She's beautiful.
I'm not going to argue. Certainly no one could describe her as beautiful. I'll admit she has a great deal.
Anybody I love is automatically beautiful.
Don't be ridiculous, Norman.
Have you never felt that way? Eh? Perhaps you've never been in love. I mean, was Reg never beautiful in your eyes?
I'm not going to discuss my private life.
You're being free enough with mine, aren't you?
Yours doesn't happen to be particularly private, does it? It happens to involve a half dozen people. You, me, Ruth, Reg, and Mother.
I haven't asked Mother for a weekend anywhere. And I suppose you talked her out of going away with me?
Didn't need to. She would already made up her own mind. Certainly didn't encourage her. I must go up and see Mother.
It was going to be a lovely time. We were going to meet behind the post office in the village at 7 o'clock and steal away on the bus to our hotel. Just forget everything. Everybody. Just lie anonymously in each other's arms. Just for a day.
Would still be here when you came back.
I feel terribly depressed.
Serve you right.
You haven't told Tom, have you?
That's up to Annie. That nothing to do with me.
Nothing. You only talked her out of going.
I already said I did no such thing. She would already made up her own mind.
I hope she doesn't tell Tom.
Why?
It upset him.
It's a bit late to consider his feelings now, isn't it? Stealing Annie from under his nose?
I wasn't stealing her. I was borrowing her. Just for the weekend.
Make her sound like one of your library books.
She was borrowing me too. It was mutual. It was a friendly loan. We never intended to upset anybody. Don't you see? That was the joy of it. We both agreed. Nobody need ever had known if Annie hadn't gone and told you. Nobody.
Well, it's up to Annie if she wants to tell Tom. Nothing to do with me.
Why did you stop her going? Sarah, be honest. Why?
I've told you why.
I really am very depressed.
Of mine? Where is she? No idea. Kitchen, possibly?
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a laugh, you know.
Who?
Norman goes on and on, don't know what he's talking about. I don't care, I like him. She doesn't, but I do. Not many women like him, don't know why. Sarah can bear him, won't have him in the house. But Norman is wife, eh?
I think Annie gets on all right with him.
Oh, well, Annie, she's something special. Tom, take my advice. If you decide to marry any of us, marry her. Not that I'm saying you should, but mind you, you can't marry Ruth, and I don't think you'd fancy me. So there's not much choice, is there?
No, you see, I think I stopped her from going.
Who?
Annie.
You have?
Yes.
Well, hope we'll get something for dinner soon. I'm getting pickish.
You see, she didn't want to go on her own.
Well, on holiday? Who does?
She was rather expecting me to offer to come too.
Oh, you should have been in there. Like a shot, eh?
Yes. I've let her down. I suppose I have to find a way of making it up again.
Well, I shouldn't bother. It'll blow over. Wait for the new moon.
What are you doing in here?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Is the dining room closed?
Where is Annie?
I don't know.
You haven't left her in the living room with Norman?
Possibly. Why? What's wrong?
Oh my God.
Tom will inject her for rabies, won't you, Tom?
I'll look for her if
Inject
you...
her for
No,
rabies?
Tom! Say where you are. Reg, go and look and see they're in there.
Why don't you?
Because I ask you.
Well, it doesn't matter to me if they're in there. You're the one who's interested if they're in there or not.
Can you do please, as I asked for once? Besides it all, it looked much more natural.
I say, what's going on?
Nothing to worry about, Tom, nothing at all.
I don't think it looked more natural. I mean, what's natural about me walking in there, having a look, and then walking out again?
I don't know. Try if you're going to fetch something. Use your imagination, for heaven's sake.
Well, what am I supposed to be fetching then?
I don't know. Anything.
All right.
He's a difficult man. He's such a difficult man. Ask him to do a simple thing for you and there's a 20-minute argument. Did you talk to Annie?
Yes.
Did she say anything?
She told me the reason why she had planned this whole weekend. Why it had fallen through.
Oh,
I could kick myself for being so slow off the mark.
you mustn't blame yourself.
I'm afraid I do, rather.
I don't see why. You weren't to know.
Yes,
that-
in there.
What is that?
A wastepaper basket, isn't it?
Couldn't you have something found a little bit more natural?
Well, what did you expect me to bring back? Bloody grand piano.
Right. Tom?
Huh?
I think it's high time you went in and said your piece.
Really?
Yeah. Told them where you stand.
Me?
Make sure Norman knows.
Norman?
If you don't do it soon, you will lose your chance.
Huh? What?
I really am very depressed. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Norman,
Hello, Annie?
you're right.
Yes, I was just trying to cheer myself up.
Looks like you succeeded.
No.
Norman, I'm awfully sorry. Really, I expect Sarah told you.
She said you thought better of it.
Yes. I feel dreadful. After all the trouble you've taken, booking East Grinstead and things is just...
It's all
that-
right. Why did you let her talk you out of it?
I didn't.
Don't tell me you'd have changed your mind if she hadn't.
Things were getting very complicated, you see. I mean, when we were planning it, last Christmas and on the phone and things, well, it was simple then, wasn't it? It was easy just to forget about Ruth and Tom and so on. Not that Tom's all important to me, but after all, you are married to Ruth. And she's my sister. Even if I'm not all that fond of her, but I don't think I'm very good at pretending for very long. Sarah got out of me in no time.
Yeah, she would.
And I don't think I would have been much fun to be with anyway. I'd have been worrying all the time. Are you furious with me?
No.
Oh. Norman, you look so miserable. I am sorry.
Don't.
What?
Don't kneel on that rock if you don't mind. It just reminds me.
Oh, yes, our rug.
Look out!
Hello again.
Hey!
Excuse me. I just came in for something. Yes.
For what?
What? Yes. What? Yes. This is it. Carry on.
Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? Sarah's secret agent. Our days together are numbered.
So are our minutes.
Well, come on then.
What?
It's now or never. What do you say?
What is?
We can be through the gap and down the hatch and halfway down the lane before they realize we've gone.
Oh, Norman.
What's to stop us? I love you. You love me. We're in love. We should be together. It's right. Believe me, it's right. We have the right on our side.
Well, I can't just rush away. I have to explain him about Mother's pills.
Oh my God! The cause of true love shattered. Not by the fates, not by the furies, but my mother's bleeding pills. Gone. All gone.
Glad I've called you.
Oh, it's Tom. Hello, Tom. Haven't seen you for ages. How are you?
Fine. Just been talking to you in the garden, haven't I?
Oh, yes, I forgot. I think it was me.
Don't quite follow you.
It probably was me. On the other hand, it could have been you.
Me? What?
What, talking to yourself?
Norman.
Hang on, I'm getting confused here.
How unusual.
Norman.
Anyway, my mistake.
Yes. I wanted a word with you.
I'll get on out there.
Oh, hang on, Annie. Would you mind? Hang on a second.
Recriminations. Here they come.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yes. The point is that cat still up the tree, by the way?
Hanging on grimly, as we all are.
I suppose he'll come down eventually. The point is, something seems to be going on which I'm not being let into.
Has it?
Apparently, Sarah was talking about something.
What did I tell you?
What?
Well, come on. Let's have it. What did she say?
That's it, you see, I couldn't make it out.
You couldn't?
Not really.
Oh, good.
Would you both like something to drink?
Thought perhaps you could enlighten me.
Yes, please, a great deal.
I'll see what we've got.
Annie's a bit angry with me.
Is she?
Yes. You know she was planning to get away this weekend?
Yes.
Well, reading between the lines, I was thinking she was rather hoping old you-know-who would come with her.
Who?
Me.
You?
Yes.
She asked you?
Very obliquely.
Must have been.
Anyway, now she's not going, and it seems to be my fault.
It is.
You think so?
Definitely. If she's not going away, it's entirely due to you. You want my opinion?
I'd welcome it.
I think you've given her too much. She's in danger of being spoiled. She's taking you for granted.
Really?
She's taking everyone for granted. What she needs is a bit of the old boot.
Boot?
Bit of the rough stuff, eh?
Oh, come on. Boot? Rust? Come on.
Metaphorical.
Oh,
Yes.
metaphorical. What's that exactly?
Look, you tell her she's damn lucky to have you around. And the next time she's planning holidays for two, she can come and ask you politely if you'd like to come. If you don't watch it, she'll walk all over you. Just a couple of sharp words, she'll jump. Just say, you tell her she looks a mess. And if she wants to be seen around with you in the future, she'd better smarten up her ideas. She looks like something fallen off a bow's fair. I mean, What the hell right has she to promise you something and then let you down at the last minute? It would serve her right if you belted her one and gave her rabies. That's my opinion.
Is it?
She respects you for that.
Well, I'll bear it in mind,
Good.
but, you know, I don't know. I'll bear it in mind.
Look.
I don't...
It will have to be the homemade stuff.
Oh, let me...
Oh, thank you so much. That's a great help. Don't put yourselves out, will you?
No.
No.
What's gotten you two?
Nothing.
No?
Well, if you want to open them, you can do it yourself.
Nice.
Well...
Ooh.
Pass nipple dandelion.
Don't touch the dandelion. It's a killer.
Well. Dandelion.
I have a feeling there's something brewing in the dining room. I pass the door just now, and Sarah and Reg seem to be limbering up.
Well, that should set the seal on the weekend.
Well, cheers. I was thinking what would have been rather nice. Too late now, but another year. Supposing there is another year, that is.
Why? Are you planning to bring the world to an end shortly, hey?
No.
This is very potent.
Very. Brewed by mother. Last thing she did before she was ill.
She knows the spells.
I was thinking what would have been rather nice if...
What is it?
A bit of cork. Or a toad's leg.
What would have been awfully nice is if we'd all three gone together, don't you think? I mean, we all get on well. It would have been rather fun.
I beg your pardon?
If Annie and you and I all had gone away together on her weekend.
Oh my God. More wine?
Oh, single rooms, of course.
Yes, hey? Single rooms.
I didn't mean anything like that.
No, hey? Nothing like that.
What's funny?
Nothing.
Oh, Tom, honestly.
Huh?
You're so dim. You're so completely and utterly dismally dim.
What?
You make me mad. You're so stupid. You're slow-witted, boring, dull, and utterly stupid.
What have I said now? What have I said now?
Now is the time to knock her down.
I'm fed up with both of you. You've ruined my weekend.
All I said
I
was...
heard what you said. Thank you very much. I heard what you said. Norman, just shut up.
All right.
Well...
Stupid man.
Meanwhile, in the dining room, the first shots are being fired in anger.
Oh, no. I wish you all go away, all of you, and leave me in fucking peace.
She's like a tiger when she's roused, isn't she?
I've never met a tiger socially. I wouldn't know.
Something's got into her. I think that weekend meant more to her than she's letting on.
Yes, I'm beginning to think that. Another one?
Norman, frankly, answer me something.
Oh.
Do you think that I'm dim and dismal? I think that's what she said. Yes, that's it. Do you think that I'm dim and dismal and stupid? Do I come across as that?
You've got to develop a comeback. I mean, looking at you standing there, I don't think there's anyone in there at all. You're somewhere else. The remote control, all that lot.
I warned you about the dandelion. That stuff's beginning to tell.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing.
Well, I better see if the dining room's cooled off a bit. I'll take them in a bottle.
You want a tip?
Huh?
Want a tip? Go in there laughing.
Laughing?
Oh, there's nothing they like more in this family than a good laugh. Go on. Bring an atmosphere of merriment into the room.
Yes, I'll give it a try.
Yes.
You're a good chap, Norman. A really good chap. I'm sorry you're having to dash away to your conference. Pity you're not staying. You brighten the place up a bit. Cheerio.
Oh, yes, yeah. Here's to you, Tom, old buddy. Here's to the lot of you. We are family. Woo!
Worked out for the best. Might even steer Tom into action. You never know. You haven't been eating these biscuits, have you?
I squeezed through a couple.
You'll spoil your meal.
Are we staying or going?
We can't hardly go home.
I thought the whole point of us being here was to look after Mother, but if Annie's going to be here...
I don't know about being here for Mother. We need someone to look after her.
Well, she can manage, and there's Tom.
Tom? There's no point to relying on him. I mean, he's pleasant enough, but I don't think he's quite all there. It's a terrible thing to say, but look at the way he's behaved. And mind you, she does precious little to encourage him. How is she going to attract any man looking like that, let alone Tom?
She's all right. Leave her alone.
Do you realize what would happen if I did?
She can manage.
I take it you've gathered what's going on in this house?
What?
Where have you been for the last hour?
What do you mean, where have I been? You know where I've been. I've been here, waiting for something to eat.
Norman had planned to take Annie away to a hotel this weekend.
Norman?
Yes.
With Annie?
Yes.
Was she the one he was taking to East Greenstead?
Of course she was. Frankly, Reg, I think there's something mentally wrong with you. I think you ought to see someone. I'm being serious. How can you take so little interest in your own family, your own sister?
Oh, come on, Sarah, sit down. Have a rest for a second. You've done nothing but run around and around. I think it's funny. I can't help it.
You're the same at home. Exactly the same.
Oh, now, come on, Sarah.
Yes, you can walk away. But so it's left for me to deal with it, isn't it? It's left for me to apologize for you. It's left for me to explain why you walk straight upstairs as soon as anyone comes to visit us.
They're your friends.
It's me that's left looking stupid in front of the headmistress when you forgot the names of your own children.
That was once.
They run wild, those children, and you've done nothing for them, nothing at all. If I didn't get them food, they'd starve. If I didn't buy them clothes, they'd be naked.
Sarah, would you please?
No! I will not stop talking.
You've talked at me since I got up this morning. You've talked over breakfast.
It happens to be the only way I can get through you.
You talked solidly in the car for an hour, nearly causing us to have a serious accident.
Which was entirely your fault.
Ever since we've been here, you haven't stopped talking. Now, please, please, for the love of God, shut up.
I will not be spoken to like that. I will not having you raising your voice to me like that. Just who do you think it is you're talking to?
I think, like you, I'm talking to a brick wall. I'm going for a walk.
All right, go on there, you busy little man!
Sarah!
Oh.
Biscuits.
Yeah, here, let me. I will get the dustpan.
You're contemptible.
You really must control that temper of yours, you know.
You're the most contemptible man I've ever known.
The feeling's mutual, don't worry.
God knows what's going to happen to us. God knows.
And clear this up.
Annie! Have you decided?
What? Oh, well, it all rather settled itself, isn't it? I'm staying here, of course.
I mean, it's entirely up to you. I mean, all I was trying to do is to...
Yeah, it's probably best.
Tom and Norman have sorted out their differences, have they?
Well, there weren't any, really. Tom's looking thoughtful and Norman's getting drunk.
I'm sorry. I did what I could. I'm sorry. I think the men must be mentally defective. I think they both are. I'm going to bring some things in.
Oh, your eye wait.
No, no! I want to. I want to bring some things in.
It seems we have upset your weekend.
No, not really. It was a mad idea. All flattering all the same, suddenly having two men bidding for my favor, even if they were Tom and Norman.
Well, I must say, you didn't know I had a sister like you.
It's ridiculous, really.
I always knew one of us took after mother. Never knew who it was, but certainly it wasn't me or Ruth.
Oh, don't let me spoil the joke. I'm sure you both find me hilarious. I'm sure you all find me terribly amusing.
Not really. Sarah?
What was the joke?
Nothing really. Norman told me to come in and try to jolly things up. Doesn't seem to have worked.
Hardly at all.
Bought a bottle of this.
Oh.
Helped me wash down the radishes. Managed to salvage it. Norman's drunk most of them.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think it's an acquired taste.
You must have a stomach like a blast furnace.
What's the blast furnace?
Grabs up.
Shall I give Norman a call?
No.
Wine, Sarah?
What is it?
Wine, homemade.
Just a little.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. I think it would be fitting to drink to Tom and Annie.
Really? Why is that?
Because we're here.
Oh, I see. Thought there was a special reason.
Well, that's rather up to you, isn't it, Tom?
Huh?
Cheers, anyway.
Good health. Tom, Annie.
Sarah!
All right.
It took me by surprise.
It tends to do that.
Thank you, Tom. That will do. Thank you. For God's sake, let's try and have a civilized meal.
We are family. Woo! I should have done it after me. We are family. All right. Someone is silver and free. Yeah, we are family.
No. You say to me, who's there, you see?
Oh, I see. It's me who says that. All right, who's there?
Start again, knock.
Come in. Who's there?
Vet.
Vet?
No, you say vet who?
Vet? Who? All right, come in. Who's there? Vet who?
There's no come in. Start again.
Righto. Knock.
Who's there? No! I should have started it. Knock.
Who's there?
Vet.
Vet who?
Vet kind of door, sis. You can't afford the bell.
All right, I think I've got it now. Try it again.
That's it.
Oh, is it? Quite simple, really.
Yes. Good God! Look at that!
Oh, it's Norman. Is he all right?
Norman! He's out like a light.
I thought he'd come.
So did everybody. When he finally stopped singing and pieced the salad over the fruit and cream, I thought we'd lost him. Oh, Sarah's going to be pleased.
Ought we to move him?
Well, he isn't in anybody's way. Oi!
Perhaps Sarah will know what to do. She usually keeps her ear close to the ground. Better ask her.
I wouldn't, Tom, really.
No.
The point is, Sarah did whisper something to me. As a matter of fact, Norman mentioned something to her confidentially.
Oh, did he? Is he all right? He's a good chap. Pity to see him like this.
Well, the point is, he apparently lined up something for the night. You see?
Yes, his annual librarians conference. He told me. He must have missed it by now.
No, it was something else, you see? He apparently lined up a bit on the side.
A bit on the side?
You know Norman. Any pretty girl, he's away.
Oh, I see. And she let him know?
Apparently.
Oh, I see. Any idea who she is?
Nope. No, not at all.
Ah, pity. It might have almost been worth trying to contact her, seeing if we couldn't patch things up. Mind you, if she could see him right now, she probably felt like she made the right decision.
I have never known a house we're gonna have a blazing row over who's going to make the coffee. Oh no, Norman! What's the matter with him?
He's taken an overdose.
An overdose of what?
Of dandelion wine. He's had too much of it, that's all.
You mean he's just drunk?
Yes, give her a prize.
Get up, you slop! Look at him. He's disgusting. Sarah will be delighted to see him. I thought he'd go home.
Well, we were just saying. He's probably like this because of his bit on the side.
Bit on the side?
Yes. Well, we don't want to get into all that now, do we, Tom?
Oh,
what?
you know.
Bit on the side.
You know Norman. Any pretty girl, and he's away. He lined up some bits on the side, and she went and ditched him.
Norman taught you that.
No.
Yes, he did.
Yes. Well, he did.
He
But
did. Yes, he did.
Get up, you drunken idiots!
I wouldn't do too much of that, Annie.
Would you? I would.
No. Oh, sorry. Did I shock you by telling you that?
Yes.
I didn't mean to shock you. I'm sorry. He's just drunk. He's been let down by
his spit on the side. Well, lucky him.
Here we are. Sorry I took so long. I had to rinse the cups again. Someone who shall be nameless
had put them away without... Oh my God, what's that?
Guess who?
Oh no, this is too much. I'm not having this. Norman, get up this minute, Norman!
Save your breath. He can't hear you. He's bubbling over the dandelion wine.
Revolting! Well, we can't leave him there for heaven's sake.
He's all right.
He's not all right.
He isn't in anybody's way. Leave him alone.
I'm not going to sit down to have coffee with that all over the floor.
Well, what are we supposed to do with him?
All right, we'll move in. That's enough. Tom?
Huh?
Will you give me a hand?
It's all right. I'll do it. Well, madam, would you like a rubbed, or will you take him as he is?
Put him here.
Absolutely revolting behavior.
What's everybody want? White or black?
No, I'll do it.
It's all right.
No, I'm doing this.
I'm already doing it.
You're not already doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh, Sarah, don't be so ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. This is your weekend to rest.
Oh, forget that.
Will you give me that coffee pot?
What's the use of...
Annie, will you give me that coffee pot at once? Or I shall lose my temper.
Oh, go on, have the damn thing then.
Thank you. Well, everyone, black or white?
I should heat it up first. It'd be cold by now.
Tom? Huh? Coffee? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Tom. Black or white? Annie?
No, thank you.
Oh, don't be so silly.
None for me, I couldn't drink it.
Reg? Black, I think. I'm asking Reg. Oh, sorry.
White.
Please.
Please.
At last. White for Reg, black for Tom, and none for Annie.
I think I'll change mine to white on second thoughts.
Is there any way of stopping that noise? Tom, would you mind?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now, how would we all like to spend this evening? It's not often we're all gathered together like this. I'm sure we can think of something.
Well, I thought it might be quite fun if we had a go at my game, perhaps.
Oh, I'm sure nobody wants to do that.
It'd be quite fun.
We don't want to waste our evening doing that.
You may not, but they
No one does, so don't be so boring.
I just thought
We hardly see each other at all. One of the few occasions we're all managed to be together, away from that blessed television and without the children to worry about. Wouldn't it be rather nice if for once we could just sit and have a pleasant, civilized conversation?
A civilized conversation.
Yes, why not?
We couldn't have a civilized conversation if we tried. How could you just now? You were only pouring the coffee out and there was practically a bloody civil war.
Well, I'm not wasting my evening playing your silly games, and that's final.
I think I'd quite enjoy a game.
What?
And I think Tom would, wouldn't you, Tom? You like to play Reg's game.
Oh, of course he doesn't. Do you, Tom?
Of course he does, don't you, Tom? Well, super. Come on, Reg.
If you're sure you'd like to.
Tom.
All right. Sarah, are you playing?
Oh, this is far too complicated to learn in one evening.
It's not complicated if you listen. Now, the objects of the game is as follow.
I mean, it takes an hour just to read that. Oh my God!
I was having a terrible dream. It was a terrible dream. You have no idea.
Norman, you're right.
Hello. There was this great big black shape and it was coming after me. Oh, it was making a buzzing noise like...
We're having a game at the moment, Norman.
I was trying to run away from it, but you know how it is in a dream. Your feet won't move.
I've had that! Yes, terrible! Now, the objects of the game.
I was running and I was running, but I was still in the same place. I knew I was dreaming, but I wouldn't wake up. It was a terrible dream. You came into it, Sarah.
Yes, I think you better lie down.
Well, you can use my bed if you like. I'll make up the spare one later.
No, Norman can sleep on a spare one.
No, it is made up.
Then I'll make it up.
We're playing a game.
Oh, is this blue thing a road?
No, that's a river.
Oh, are the sheets in the linen cupboard?
Sarah, if you don't mind, I'll deal with it.
There's no need for you to. You're supposed to be having a rest. Where are you going?
Phone. I need the phone.
Well, use this one.
Yes.
Who are you phoning?
My wife. Ruth. I need to speak to my wife. I demand to speak to my wife.
Well, phone in another room. There's a good shot. Don't fiddle with those.
You have to phone in here. The other one's mother's bedroom. God, it's nearly time for medicine.
I need to speak to Ruth.
Oh, no. Yeah. Sit here, you can phone from here.
Right.
Can you manage?
Thank you. God bless you and keep you.
Do you think it's wise him speaking to Ruth?
No idea.
Probably upset her more than ever.
Probably.
Sarah, are you playing or not?
Yes. All right. All right. Let's get it over and done with. Thank you.
We haven't even started. Now, the objects of the game with 4 players. 2 of us represent the police and 2 of us the criminals. The aim of the criminals, these,
Hello, Ruth.
is to play
It's
a
me.
successful rate on any shot they choose.
I'm at Mother's.
The aim of the police.
I'm at Mother's.
The aim of the police.
Of course I'm at your mother's. How the hell can I be at my
police
mother's?
obviously
She's
to
been
stop
dead
that.
for 10 years.
Norman.
Well, don't say it in that tone.
Norman.
Can we even have a...
Norman.
Hold up a second. What's that?
Could you keep it down a bit?
I beg your pardon.
Thank you.
Excuse me. What?
The aim of the police is to stop the raid and capture the crooks red-handed. Is that clear so far?
Oh, perfectly clear. Do get on with it.
I don't think Tom's quite got it yet. Did you follow this so far, Tom?
Yes. The police and the crooks. The thing that worries me, there seems to be a river running straight through the co-op. Is that right?
It runs underneath it. Underneath?
Oh! Better not shop in the basement.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, Tom, do shut up.
You said you're a selfish bitch. I'm sorry.
Come on, Rich. Get on with it.
I'm trying to get on with it. Now, the aim of the police can spot the criminals as follow. They have 3 police cars, which are these. They can run on the roads, but not in the buildings.
That's a relief.
Look, do you mind? Do you mind? Hmm? The police cars can see up to 20 spaces ahead of them and 3 spaces round a corner. They can see behind them and they can't see round. They can't see behind them and they can't see round corners.
Why can't they see behind them?
Because they can't. That's why.
Motto, don't drive behind a police car.
Do you know about love?
The police also have the chief superintendent. This chap. He can see up to 3 spaces ahead of him and 3 spaces round a corner.
Useful chap in a crisis.
Oh, this is absurd.
What's absurd?
How can you have a man see 3 spaces ahead and 3 round a corner?
Because he's got a very long neck. I don't know, it's a game, woman.
It's not even realistic.
What's that got to do with it?
It's not much of a game if it's not even realistic.
Realistic? Well, what about chess? That's not realistic, is it? What's wrong with chess?
Well,
In chess, you've got horses jumping sideways. That's not realistic, is it?
Yes, all right.
Like this. Jumping like this. That's not realistic, is it?
You've made your point.
And a bishop walking diagonally. Have you ever seen a bishop walking like this? Huh? Tell me,
Reg.
have you ever seen a
know that.
flaming bishop walking like this?
Reg, will you please sit down and get on with it?
Well then.
Me. Don't you hang up on me. Don't you. Ruth? Ruth? Hello? Hello? Who is this? Mother? What are you doing on the line? Get off.
Who is he talking to?
Hello, Ruth? Mother, will you please get off this line?
Oh my god, you rang the extension bell.
Mother?
Right to mother's bedroom.
Look, would you shut up, the both of you, and let me get a word into... Mother, if
Norman?
you don't hang up, I'll come up and sort you out personally.
Norman, please.
What did you say? Get off. All right, Mother, I warned you. I'll come up and wrap it round your neck.
Norman! Norman! Well, stop him! And don't you sit there!
I wonder if the bloke who invented Monopoly had this trouble.
Very difficult to concentrate. Good grief!
What's happening?
There's a heck of a rumpus on the extension, yelling their heads off.
Cool.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, Ruth! Hello, Ruth. It's me, Tom. Yes, Tom. Fine. How are you? Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, how dreadful. Oh, dear.
For goodness sake, leaving us to cope with Norman, he's practically attacked mother. He's out of control.
Well, I
Tom!
don't see that.
What? Oh, hang on a second, Ruth. What?
Tom, would you stop standing there and looking so useless and do something for once in your life?
What?
I've never met anyone so useless.
I wish you stopped going on at me like this, you know? You're damn lucky to have me around.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Anytime anything seems to go wrong, you seem to take it out on me. First it's your holiday, and then it's Norman. It's just not on, it really isn't.
Won't somebody play with me?
No! Oh my God. And the next time, if you want to be seen with me, you better smarten yourself up a bit. You look like something that's fallen off a post van!
I beg your pardon?
That's settled that. Hello, Ruth. She hung up on me. Could you believe that? She hung up on me.
I'm fed up. I'm going home. You're lucky I don't belt you one and give you rabies!
Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me anymore.
Norman.
Will somebody just play with me, please?
Thank you very much. Much obliged.
Put him there.
A bit of fresh air should sober him up.
I have never known anyone who can ruin an evening as thoroughly as he can.
Nobody loves me.
Norman.
Nobody loves me at all.
Well, I shouldn't think so.
Norman? Norman, listen to me. Will you stop feeling sorry for yourself? Anything that happened to you is entirely your own fault.
Well, it's the fault of that homemade wine, if you ask me.
Reg,
What?
would you mind leaving us for a moment, doing something useful?
What?
I don't know, go and talk to Tom.
Tom's gone home.
Well, you could wash up the supper things for once. That wouldn't hurt you.
Well, Annie's doing that, isn't she? She doesn't want me.
Annie is seeing her mother, and anyway, we're supposed to be down here in order to give Annie a rest.
No, we're supposed to come down here in order that she can go away.
Well, she obviously isn't going away, is she? Not with this one.
Well, I don't know why you just let them instead of interfering.
Do you honestly believe it was me that stopped them going? Do you think I could have stopped them for a minute if they really wanted to go, if Annie really wanted to go?
I think you've had a good try. All right, I'll do the washing up.
And put an apron on first, otherwise you ruin those trousers.
You know, I wouldn't have missed this weekend for anything in the world.
Norman.
Sarah, we're alone at last.
Norman? I think it's about time we'd had a talk.
Oh, no, honestly, Sarah, I'll just curl up here in the garden. Won't be any more trouble, I promise.
Norman?
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, yes.
I've no wish to waste my time with you if you're not going to listen to me. I've a dozen things I could be doing at home. I've got 2 children to worry about, a house, a husband of sorts. But the point is, so far as I can gather, I seem to be the only one in the family capable of making any sort of decision at all. I mean, whether or not I like it, I seem to be the head of the family at the moment. By rights, it ought to be Reg. If you live with Reg, you know he can't even pay his own gas bills. How he's still an estate agent. After all these years, I never cease to wonder. I'm amazed he hasn't sold someone the same house twice.
What's wrong with that? That's standard estate agent practice, isn't it?
Did you stop for a minute and seriously think of what you were doing when you asked Annie away this weekend? Did you ever think of what the consequences might be?
Well, Ruth doesn't care. She doesn't care.
I'm not worried about you and Ruth. What you do is your business. I'm thinking of Annie. What about her?
She would have had a good weekend. I'd have given her that. What have you ever given her? What has anybody ever given her?
Very noble of you.
Not noble. She probably would have given me a good weekend.
And what would have happened to her and Tom?
He never would have known.
He would have found out.
Meaning you would have told him.
No, Annie would have done.
Annie? She's not that stupid.
She's in love with him.
With Tom?
Yes.
She doesn't want Tom. Stop trying to push everybody together. Oh, that cat's still up there. Puss! Pussy! Pussy, puss. You can come down now. He's gone. Present company accepted. The problem with the men in this house, and I include your husband, is that they allow themselves to be trampled on by the giant feet of their cow-elephant spouses.
While you're lying out here stinking of drink.
That's a man's role. To lie about, stinking of drink.
You don't like me, do you?
I don't dislike you. You're like mild athlete's foot. You make me irritable.
I see.
I'll tell you. When I was at my primary school mixed infants, we had a little girl just like you. She was very pretty, very smart and clean. She asked you to do something for her, and you did it. You never argued. It was no use arguing. For some reason, she took a real dislike to me. Maybe because she could see what I really thought of her. She made my life murder. I used to pretend to be sick. I used to hide, play truant, anything rather than go. And then one day, in the holidays, she came around to our house with her mother to see my mother. And suddenly, there we were. Not in the school, not in the playground, which was definitely her territory, but on mine. My garden, my patch. And we stood there and we just looked at each other. And I thought, what am I frightened of you for? So I picked her up like this, under one arm, and carried her right down the bottom of the garden by the rubbish tip. She never made a sound during this, not a word, nothing. And I found the biggest batch of stinging nettles I could find, pulled down her knickers, and set her right in the middle of them. It felt marvelous. It was a beautiful moment. Magic. And she sat there for a very long time, not moving, just looking at me, weighing me up, you know. Then she got up, very quietly took hold of my hand, gave me a big kiss, and we went in and had our tea. I've never been in love like that again.
I don't believe a word of that.
It may have been an allegory.
Really? Meaning what?
Meaning, watch it. This garden is full of nettles.
I believe you would too if you weren't so drunk.
I believe you would if you give me a kiss.
Now, Norman, Ruth, then Annie, then me, be your age.
I don't mean any harm.
You're so dopey. I don't know how anybody could fall for you.
God knows. Animal magnetism.
You've no morals. No nothing, have you?
I'm full of love.
And wine.
By God, you're lovely.
No, Norman, that's enough.
Going to call Reg now, are you?
That's enough, I said.
Help, Reg.
Quite enough. No more.
Sorry.
Enough! My God, what am I doing?
I know what you're doing. Don't worry, I'll tell you later.
Please, let me get you something to eat, Norman.
I'm not hungry, I've got you.
I want you get you something to eat. I'll come back.
Sarah, where are you going?
Please, let me get you something to eat and then I'll come back.
Come back.
As soon as I've got you something.
Oh, I'm sorry, were you having a private conversation?
No, I was just getting Norman something to eat.
What's the matter with her?
How do you mean?
Well, she's all jittery.
No.
Have you two been get at each other again?
Here and there.
You never got on with her, have you? I know she's difficult, I mean she drives me up the wall sometimes. But honestly, Norman, if you can just try and be nice to her, it does pay off.
I'll bear it in mind.
Look at you, you old tip.
Oh, don't do that.
Norman?
Hmm?
Look, I know why you got drunk tonight.
Oh, you've guessed my secret.
It was because I let you down, wasn't it?
Good Lord, no.
I feel really dreadful.
Think nothing of it.
The worst thing is we planned a weekend in January. We talked and wrote about for 6 months. You go ahead and get all organized and... Well, I don't think we could have gone anyway. It was just a dream, something you think about but never mean to do. And then you turn up here.
And the dream is shattered.
What I'm saying is, don't blame Sarah. She merely said what I was feeling. You mustn't take it out on her. You mustn't hate her.
Right.
It's my fault. I'm a coward.
Forget it.
Tom was awfully odd this evening. I don't think he knows, but I think he suspects. He was almost rude for Tom. Told me I looked like a old post office sack or something.
Good God, the man's a sadist.
I suppose I do a bit. I think I'm going to make one of my efforts tomorrow. I haven't made an effort for a bit.
You're fine.
Norman? Look, I'm going to say something, but you're not to look at me while I'm saying it. Do you promise?
Well, what do you intend to do when I'm not looking, may I ask?
Nothing. I just get embarrassed if you do.
Oh, right. Won't look.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
if you want to come to my room tonight, you'll be very welcome. That's all you can look now. Well,
Well,
I suppose I've done it all wrong too.
not at all, not at all.
Well, say something, even if it's only thank you.
What time?
What?
What time would you like me to come?
Well, when you like. I don't know, don't make it too late, I'll be asleep.
It's just I have one or two things to do first.
Suit yourself. I'm going up to make up your bed, just for appearances. Get into it and make it look used, you know.
Right, good point, yes.
Just for Sarah's benefit.
What?
In case she...
Oh, right. I'll mess it up for Sarah.
See you later then.
Right.
Oh, beg your pardon. Beg your pardon.
What for?
Oh, sorry. I saw nothing. Nothing at all. Don't worry. Sarah says, where does this go?
I don't know, just sling on top of the cupboard, that's what I do.
Oh, right.
It's all right, I'll do it. I'm going in. Anyway, you got to know how to sling it.
Hello there, Norman.
Hello there, Reg. You come to seduce me?
Huh?
Nothing.
Well, that's done that anyway. I hate washing up. Look at these hands. Ruined! I'm going to get myself a drink. Do you want one?
Great.
I think we've earned it.
Bring the bottle.
Right.
This man can do no wrong tonight. He has the Midas touch. Every woman turns to gold. Come down here, cat. You don't know what you're missing.
Who are you shouting at? Oh, yes. Hello there, pussy. Here we are. Don't you want a glass?
I'll drink from the bottle. I'm all man tonight.
I wish I was. I'm clapped out. Cheers.
Good health. Reg. Oh, it's a good night, Reg. It's a lovely night. It's on a night such as this that all the old base instincts of a primitive man, the hunter, come flooding up. You long to be away, to be free to rape and pillage and conquer.
I've just got the urge to put my feet up.
Well,
I think my ankles are swelling again.
I'm filled with the lust for conquest tonight.
I'm going to get varicose veins if I'm not careful. That'll be the next thing. I've just about got everything else.
Reg, I have a tremendous idea. I want to tell you about my tremendous idea. May I tell you about my tremendous idea?
Well, yes, if you want to.
It suddenly come to me, this tremendous idea. Let's, all of us, you, me, Tom, let's take a couple of weeks and just go.
Go? Where?
Anywhere. Just we men.
Do you mean a holiday?
Yes. In a way, no. Not a holiday. That sounds so damn conventional. I want us just to go and see things and smell things and taste things and touch things. Touch trees and grass and earth.
Well,
let's touch earth together, Reg.
Yes, quietly, Norman. Mother's asleep.
When you think of the things we've done with our lives up until this moment, you come to realize what a waste. What a dreadful waste. Don't let me die. Please don't let me die till I've seen it.
It's all right. Norman, you're not going to die. It's all right.
Oh, Reg.
Steady on. Steady on. Quietly.
You're my brother, Reg.
Well, yes, brother-in-law, yes.
Let's stop hating and start to love, Rich.
That's great news, Norman.
I love you. I'm
yes.
not ashamed to say that to my brother. I love you.
That's a great idea and great news, Norman. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, Norman. He has obviously had a few...
We better get him inside.
Yes, yes. He's crying.
He's drunk. That's all it is. He's drunk. Come on, we'll have to pull him.
Okay.
I'm lifting him.
Oh,
Come on. Pull.
where is it? Nobody loves me. No, nobody loves me. Nobody loves me at all.
Morning.
Oh,
Lovely morning. Hear the birds? Sleep well? I hope you sleep well. I slept well. Morning. Lovely morning. Sleep well, did you? I slept like a log. Must have been that wine. Wonderful. It makes a lovely sleeping draught. I'd market it myself. Sleep nature way with our dandelion brew. What have you got for breakfast then? What have you got?
Reg! Breakfast!
So, how's old Reg doing this morning? All right, is he? Sleep well, did he? Well, I can tell you I can do with some breakfast. I missed my meal last night. Did you know that? I missed my meal. I didn't hear the dinner gong. What sort of hotel do you call this?
Have you taken Mother's hers up?
Yes.
I'll sit here, shall I? Anybody, any objections if I sit here? All right, I'll sit here.
Good morning, all!
Morning!
Oh.
Well, aren't you a cheery lot? Look at you. A right cheery lot. Woohoo! Hello?
Nobody in this house is speaking to you ever again.
Oh, I see, I see.
Sarah, be careful the butter!
Got you, you spoke to me. All right, I'll speak to myself. Hello, Norman. Good morning, Norman. I'm very well, Norman.
Shut up, Norman!
Got you again. That's two of you. Just got to catch old Reg now. 2 out of 3. Just Reg left.
Look out, Reg!
Can't catch him that way.
Hey, Reg!
Well, if that's the way it is, fine. Don't talk to me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I don't know why you're all being so unsociable. I mean, hasn't anyone around this table ever had a drink? Come on, I don't believe it. You've had a drink before, huh, Reg? You spoke to me, got you?
No, I didn't.
Aha! That's 3 to me. I won. Nothing wrong in a few drinks. Don't speak. I don't care. It's going to be a pretty dull Sunday if we all sit in silence. I can tell you. Well, I'm not sitting in silence. I'll find something to do. I know. I'll go up and frighten Mother. Nearly got you again. Is it too much to ask for something to eat? It's too much to ask for something to eat. May I borrow your bowl? That's awfully nice of you. And your spoon? Oh, thank you. Now then, what shall I have? Puffer rice. Hang on. I've got another idea. Mind games. I will read your minds. Now then, where shall we start? Sarah. Sarah is thinking that noisy man upstairs should be home with his wife. Why is he here, shouting at us like this? Why isn't he at home like any other decent husband, shouting at his wife? He came down here to seduce his wife's own sister. How low can he get? The fact that his wife's own sister said at one stage, anyway, that she was perfectly happy to go along with him is besides the point. The fact that little Annie here said that she was perfectly happy to ditch old reliable Tom without a second thought and come off with me is besides the point. We won't mention that because it doesn't quite fit in with the facts as we would like them. And what is little Annie here thinking? I wonder. Maybe furtively admiring my pajamas. Pajamas that could have been hers with all they contain. Who knows? These nearly were mine. Or maybe she's thinking, phew, that was a close shave. I could have been shacked up in some dreadful hotel at this very moment with this man. What a lucky escape for me. Thank heavens I'm back at home amidst my talkative family exchanging witty breakfast banter. Knowing that my two-legged companion friend and faithful friend, Tom the rambling friend, the rambling vet, is even now planning to propose to me in 2050 just as soon as he's cured our cat. Meanwhile, I can live here peacefully, totally fulfilled, racing up and down the stairs looking after Mother, having the time of my life, living happily ever after until I'm 55 and fat. Well, I'm glad I didn't go to that hotel. Well, let me tell you, so am I. I wouldn't want a weekend with you anyway. And you know what? I'll tell you the funniest thing of it all, shall I? I didn't even book the hotel. I knew you wouldn't come. You didn't have the guts.
You can be very cruel, can't you, Norman?
Well, it's a bit quieter without those two. Can hear yourself speak. Too damn noisy before. Yeah. I suppose you think I'm cruel too, don't you? Well, I've damn good cause to be, haven't I? I mean, nobody's thought about my feelings, have they? It's all about Annie. What about me? I was going to give her everything, well, as much as I could. My whole being. It was only going to be for God's sake, it was only going to be for a couple of hours. Saturday night, back on Monday morning. That's all it was going to be. My God, the fuss. What about your wife, Norman? What about my wife? Don't you think I'd take Ruth away just the same if she'd come? But that woman has no need of me at all, except as an emotional punchback.
I must say, Norman, you're a nice bloke. You've got your faults, but you're a nice bloke. But I think you must be the last person I'll ever want to have breakfast with again. No hard feelings, you must understand, but...
Oh.
Well, Norman, a little surprise for you.
Yes?
Someone here to see you.
Ruth.
Isn't that nice? She just arrived. Ruth!
Did someone say Ruth?
Tell her I'm not here.
I was
Tell
pulled
her
right
I'm
to the
not
left,
here.
and there was plenty of room for him to pass me. And Norman? Norman?
Norman is here.
Norman! Oh, there you are.
Morning, Ruth. Later, Ruth.
Reg, I've been meaning to ring you, but I haven't had a minute. And how are those enchanting kids of yours? Little, what's her name?
He's
again?
gone.
Hmm?
Reg, he's left the room. He's gone.
Oh, well, I was only being polite. I haven't seen him for ages.
Well, you haven't seen anyone in ages. Why don't you wear your glasses?
Norman, what's going on here? What are you up to?
Since when do you care what I'm up to?
Well, I don't, normally. You know, you're perfectly free to come and go. Not that I could stop you, but I do object to having my Saturday nights ruined by all these bizarre phone calls. First of all, you ringing up, screaming drunk, and then Sarah, practically at midnight, simply demanding me I come down. Now, what is going on?
So you don't know?
No. Is there anything to eat?
Sarah hasn't told you then?
All she said was that you were here and that I ought to be here too. She sounded as if she was summoning relatives to your bedside.
Well, I suppose she was. In a matter of speaking.
I got quite worried.
Worried?
What's that you're eating?
Since when do you worry about me?
Of course I do. Now and then, don't be tiresome. Is that cereal?
It's got milk on it.
All I said was that if you were all that unhappy with me, perhaps we ought to think of terminating our marriage.
Terminating it? You make it sound like a legal contract.
That's exactly what it is, Norman. Don't be...
Marriage is more than that.
No.
Marriage is about giving and sharing and things. Is that how you've seen it for 5 years? A legal contract?
Can we talk quietly?
I doubt it.
This is a perfect opportunity. We can sit here, talk, listen to each other's point of view, and try and sort things out.
All right. I'll try. You are pouring hot water on the puffer rice.
What?
I told you it had milk on already. Well, why do you do that? Why do you always do that? Why don't you look at what you're doing?
It doesn't matter.
If only you'd wear your glasses. Our house is knee-deep in unused pairs of glasses. Tens of thousands of pair of glasses. It's like a sale at an optician.
Norman,
I got a great deal of work that I should be doing at home. I have given that up. I have come down here because I was asked to come. I did not want to come. I want to stay as short time as possible. Is that clear?
Oh, yes. Got to go back to your work, huh?
Yes, I do. I have 2 full reports that have to be in tomorrow morning. If they're not in, I shall probably be fired. If I'm fired, we will have no money to pay the mortgage, no money for 3/4 of gas and electricity
All right.
bills.
I'm a kept man. A married punt.
I don't mind keeping you. Not in the least. But I cannot continually chase after you all over the countryside. I just cannot spare the time. I'm sorry. And as it is, you've held back my career for 10 years. You interrupt me at meetings with embarrassing phone calls.
To tell you I love you. That's all. My God, is it wrong to love my wife? All right. I love you. I'm sorry.
Yes, I love you too, Norman. But please, leave me alone. What have you been doing down here to upset Sarah? I thought you were in a conference.
Yeah.
Have you made a pass at her or something? Well, you better come home with me. You're not wanted here, quite obviously. You can come home and mow the lawn.
Mow the lawn? I'll tell you what I'm doing here, shall I?
If you want to.
I will tell you.
And where are you going?
Nowhere, I'm just standing up.
Well, sit down. I can see you properly.
This needs to be said standing up.
And what is this, the national anthem?
All right, you've had this coming. Whilst you have been engrossed in your financial wizardry, reading the book for corrupt capitalist companies,
Norman.
I very nearly, but for the grace of God and unforeseen circumstances, went off with another woman.
You did?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes, but I thought better of it in time. Thank heavens. I told her I wouldn't. That's the reason behind this weekend. We plan to go off together.
For good?
No, probably not.
Well, for how long then?
Till Monday.
I see. I thought you were a bit odd lately.
Odd?
Quieter than usual. But who was it you were going with?
Doesn't matter.
No, since you didn't even go.
Do you want to know?
Not if you don't want to tell me.
But you want to know, though, don't you?
No, not really.
I'll tell you, shall I?
You might as well.
Annie.
Annie.
Yes.
Oh, Norman.
I thought this would shake you.
I don't think I even believe you.
It's true.
Not Annie. She's far too sensible.
We had planned this weekend together.
You and Annie?
Yes!
Where?
East Grinstead.
Oh my God.
Don't laugh. It's true. Just the two of us together.
I have never heard anything that funny.
I'll clear this later.
Annie,
I'm sorry.
why don't you believe me? We planned this weekend to... Annie, you tell her. You tell her. You had lost me forever, you know that?
Norman.
It's just East Grinstead.
All right, go on, laugh. We're in love. Don't you care? We're in love.
Norman, don't.
We're in love.